her Instagram account. So we knew she was here. We knew she was going to go with some other guy. So we came here. And the cops came and everything. And nobody came out. There was that black car. Me and her had came by, cruised here. The door was open. But there was two big old dogs, so we didn't get off. So then we called the cops. Whenever we got back, there was another car. So whenever the cops came, that they were knocking, nobody answered the door. Obviously they were there. They've been there.
Okay, so what do we need to do about the other kid?
She's still inside?
She ran.
She ran.
Yeah. She ran.
All right, so you know what she's wearing right now?
She's wearing a white jacket with black shorts.
Okay.
So that's
to
your responding units?
I got her, and then they were running on the back on the yard. So I had to ask this guy, can I get into your fence because my daughter's hiding? I could see her, but I don't think they saw me. So that's whenever I got her.
Okay, and that's when you grabbed this one?
I'm sorry?
Her name?
Brianna. I was like, your mom? I said, that lady told me that they were here. He's like, no, they're not here. I said, okay, sounds good. I said, I'm calling the cops. I said, they're coming. I said, I'm staying right here. I said, I'm not on your property. I'm on the road. My car's over there because that's where I freaking hauled ass over there to get her. And then I got into some other people's yard. And I asked for permission.
Just for now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I have her like this because I'm not, So they had both ran over there. And I said, you know what, bro?
Is this husband right here?
Yeah. Okay. I said, you know what? I was trying to be cool. I asked you nice. I said, so now, we're going to have the cops involved.
Were you able to find the daughter?
Where's Vanna?
I don't know. She was
in that car. Just wait, Chief. When the were you with?
Hold on.
Just wait, little boy. I saw who you are.
Hey. Let us do what we got to do, and then
Just
you
I
can
know
do
your
your
face. He's
parenting.
in parole.
Okay.
He's in parole.
Okay, but let us do what we got to do. You don't got to aggravate the situation.
Go over and sit down. Let's go over and sit down, please.
Just so you know, we got another officer, 2 officers coming.
Yeah, I know you're right here, but don't talk over here, all right? Try and not cause any problems right now. Can you just sit down on the curb? I know, I get it. Pay no attention, okay?
Last night we came here. The officer didn't want to go in there.
Yeah, we can't go in there.
No, but the neighbor said she heard screaming and shit. And they still didn't want to go in there last night.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what went on. We're new to the situation, and we're trying to figure out what's going on. Like I said, we have officers headed out this way.
Sir, just turn around.
Just hang tight. We're almost done with them, and then we'll come talk to you. All right. Cool. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. Back on track. Let's figure out what's going on.
No, you guys said Amy said he was going to pick up.
If you want to go look for her, man.
Yeah. I'm going to go look for her.
Did she call you?
Yeah, she called me, but she didn't go. I can't get older. Let me go look.
So, I was trying to be nice, before I got you guys involved. I said, okay, since that girl said, they're here, I was like, they're here? She's being honest. And then she left. She said, I don't have a lot of problems. I said, you know what, I'm going to call the cops.
So is this the mother?
He said it's not his mother.
Okay. No. But she lives there?
Yeah, it was she said that's her house.
Okay. Do you know her name?
I don't know these people.
The officer was gathering information from the 14-year-old girl, but she was unwilling to cooperate. At the same time, the officer conducted a search for the second girl, aiming to locate her and gather any additional information needed to address the situation comprehensively.
I was talking about your friend Stevan. Get out of drugs, idiot. Click out of it.
All right.
No, little boy, I mean you because I don't know how old you are.
Hey. I didn't know what's going on. All right.
Yeah. So then, I asked. This man was. I said, hey, can I go into your yard? I said because my daughter's running away. I said, and I see her. I don't think they saw me because they were both like this. So then I went and and then I got her, and then he's like.
All right. So what direction were they hiding at? What?
It's 1, 2. It's like 3 houses down, and it's on the other
same
side.
street.
My car is parked on the other side, actually.
That's where they're at.
That's where they were hiding.
You saw Brianna come back this way.
She was over there. She was past that maroon truck right there, and she ran that way.
Oh, okay.
So she has to be.
I said if I put her in the car, she's gonna escape. When I'm driving, here. So I told that guy, I said, can I leave my vehicle here? I said, I'm gonna wait till the cops get back, and this is how I've had her since I got her. You better be pretty honest because we already know Marina and Mariano went to the house. Amy was to Natalie, who gave you the weed. How much
they gave it to
Yeah. So it's all your little circle. You guys are all going down. So don't think you're smart. So before you answer any questions that he's gonna ask you, you better be honest because those that you call little friends, they're gonna snitch you out. If they're gonna get in trouble, they're not gonna get in trouble. They're gonna go to you because you're the one that. Hey, you want some weed? Hey, can you bring me some weed? Hey, how much are you gonna scoop my sister? Okay. So before you answer any questions, you think and say the truth. Okay.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law.
So yesterday, it was around 2:30. Yeah, it was 2:30. He went to go pick us up from her house, and then after that, we went to go to my friend's house to his apartment, and then after that, we came back home. It was already 4-something, 4:30, and we stayed here, and we didn't leave the house at all, all day. until barely right now, and she had called cops.
So you stayed here all night?
Yes.
So whenever the cops came, you guys heard and you guys didn't.
Yes, we heard
Yeah,
it
yeah,
yesterday.
of course.
So when you heard the cops were coming, right, or your mom, like what'd you all do?
We were just in one room. All of
Okay.
us were in one room.
What's his name?
Who?
That guy.
Which one?
This one.
Gabriel?
Gabriel?
He just told you guys.
I mean, he could be lying. I mean,
Oh, I mean, I'll
That's his name.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you.
you know what? You know why I'm saying that? Because
Yeah.
the neighbor, she's the one. She's like, that little boy. He's always in trouble. He's always making parties. His mom is never there. So is it?
That's not
this-
him.
this
It's a
little
little boy.
kid-
I
I'm
know
I'm
you
gonna
didn't
talk to him later.
understand
Okay.
him.
All right. I see you get the side of the story, then I'll go talk to him too as well. Okay.
You know what? If he would have said, you know what, they're here, but he said, no, they're not here. They left. They left this morning. You know, and then somebody over there in the other neighbor, on the other street, she's like, they're running. You know,
Well,
so then
I'll talk to him
whenever
today.
I told him, you know, okay, I'm gonna get the cops
Yeah.
involved, then he wants to flip his
Well,
story
yeah,
and be all nice.
you
No,
have- you have-
I
well,
said
you have
no.
every
You know,
right
I
to be
tried to
mad.
cooperate. I tried to be nice to you. I said, bring my daughters outside. Bring them. That's all. I'm not gonna do nothing. I hadn't called you guys yet. I said, bring my daughters to me. That's all I want. Nothing else.
As a
But when I
parent,
call a cop, then he flipped, and oh my God,
like
you
as
know.
a parent,
Yeah. I understand why you guys are
like
mad.
if they have their friends at my house, and the mom comes, you know what? Yes, come in.
I'll be like, take the kid.
Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, and even at that, you will make sure.
As a parent, as a real parent, as a parent.
Yeah, and we're not saying that's not the type of parent they are, but we can only do so much.
No, the other lady that was there, she's the one that took. She's like, your girls are. I was like, you know, I said, are my girls there? She's like, yeah, they're in there. I said, what? She's like, they're in there. I said, can you please tell him to come out? I mean, she was good, and she's like, you know what? I don't want problems with anything. She's like, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
And I told him to get out too.
And I get what you guys are saying, and I get where you guys are coming from, but we can only do so much that the law allows us.
But it's because you know, it's like, you know what? Okay, so then I don't want this to happen. So whoever's gonna go down, do I want them to go down? You know what?
Oh yeah, absolutely, because these are your
This is how
kids.
this is how she is. So what did she do last night? You know, I'm pretty sure she was all smoked out and everything.
Yeah.
Do I want that? No, you weren't.
No, está bien, no, está bien.
Seriously? Seriously? Drug test you? Come on, man. For real. Can we take them to the hospital and do a drug test and everything?
As far as parents, you guys have that right. I don't know if they'll do the drug test, but you have the right to take them to the hospital and get them checked. That's
Oh yeah, no,
absolutely
yeah.
within your guys'
I'm not
rights.
gonna take them to the house. They're gonna go check them out.
All right. So as far as this side, we'll talk to them, and then we'll see if we can find anything else before charges to go.
At first, the second girl could not be found. However, after extensive discussion and investigation, the officer managed to arrest the first girl. Shortly after, the officer spotted the second girl running away and was able to apprehend her as well.
And that year, has it been a boyfriend, girlfriend, or just hooking up? Just hooking up? How you doing?
Well, because one time I missed time and she goes to the little boy that asked, when I was in the bar, he told me they passed me his information to like all the other kids. And after that, I used to write to them, like, I don't know.
It's basically a juvenile formative arrest, but instead of arresting you, taking you to jail, we're going to turn you over to mom and dad, all right? So parents got a call on Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. There's a phone number right here. You'll call that number, let JPO know, hey, my child was cited from Las Cruces Police Department. Here's the case number. And what they'll do is they'll give you information on how to handle this. Yeah, we got one copy for you, and this is going to be our copy since we're going to get both of your signatures, all right?
Can I go in? I'm sister. Yeah, get over here.
1122, confirm your location.
208, Center Bar.
Direct 1112, can you start that way?
Yeah.
Ten 4.